I feel like he knows what he's doing. I feel like he wants a way out, but he doesn't want to look like the quote-unquote bad guy by filing for divorce. Right. So you're going to gaslight her. You're going to aggravate her. You're going to antagonize her until she walks away. Hey guys, welcome to our channel. If you are new, if you are not new, welcome back, Sugar and Spice Gang. It's a brand new episode of The Breakdown. Today's breakdown. It's a different situation. We don't cover this show, but you know, we're still in the loop a little bit. We see things that's going on. And it's just a clip of Erica Mena and Safaree Samuels. They are, if you don't know, they're a married couple. They are both reality TV stars. And they got married a few years ago, and now they're having some trouble. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can get notified whenever we do videos. Also, make sure you follow us on all of our socials at Sugar and Spice 88 on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter. All right, let's do this thing.
I've been sleeping in my studio.
Does it hug you back?
No, but I've been able to be calm.
Her starting off in the beginning saying, yeah, does the studio keep you warm at night? Does it hug you back? Listen, whenever you're about to go into a really contentious discussion, if you want to start the conversation with sarcasm, and you're going to get sarcasm right back, because what he said right after that was like, well, it's calm.
I don't know. What response were you going to get from does it hug you back? All right, if we're coming to a neutral space to sit down, right? Mm-hmm. And we're supposed to be having this conversation, right?
Yes.
And you say, well, I've been sleeping in the studio, so I've been able to be calm. I would have been like, calm. What do you need? You know, what do you need solace from? Like, what are you feeling like you need to run away from exactly?
I just feel like you act very different from before we got married. You just changed a lot.
And even when he said, I feel like you changed a lot, I would have been like, oh yeah, how so? What changed from before and after? And then I could have broke it down to you. Like if you're saying like, oh, I don't feel like, I feel like you're a little more serious, or I feel like you have less time. I could have been like, well, we got a whole baby out here now. You know, that was different before marriage, or, you know, I got this going on. Like we could have really broke it down. We could have got to the bottom of it. But I feel like she just wanted to get so much off her chest. Mm-hmm. But also, mind you, I'm speaking from a neutral standpoint.
Right.
I don't have emotions involved in this. Right. I haven't been with this man. So, you know, this is purely from the outside looking in. I feel like to be a good talker, you have to be a good listener. Right. So it's like, if you feel like you got a point to argue, I'm like, I really want you to break this down for me. I want you to get everything out. I want to hear this so that I can tell you where I feel like the cracks are, like from my standpoint, where, you know, how it's broken down to me, your perspective versus my perspective. I can't show you how our perspective differ if I don't really have your perspective.
So then Erica gets real in the conversation. Instead of doing this whole tit for tat, beating around the bush, sarcastic, back and forth thing, she's like, you know what? At the end of the day, I feel neglected by you. I feel like you don't take the time to be into me like you used to. And now she's starting to be real. She also continues and says, you know, you don't pick up after yourself. You don't think to help me when it comes to the baby. And now she's like really getting her points across, and she's laying it down the line. And then, after saying all of that, she says, I don't feel like we're a team.
That you're supposed to be my other half. We're supposed to be a team.
Yeah, well, we're definitely not a team.
But that's what I'm saying. I have to ask you questions, because he's using a tactic where it's like, I'm not really saying much. Mm-hmm. I'm saying enough to get under your skin and make it really annoying to have this conversation. But we're not getting anything accomplished.
We're not getting anything accomplished, because every time she says, I don't feel like we're a team, and the hell that you've created, he's like, I haven't created hell. We definitely not a team. Like, so what are you trying to get at in this conversation? Because at the end of the day, I thought we were trying to have a conversation to get on the same page. And it just seems like he's just trying to have a conversation to disagree from taking any kind of responsibility for anything you're giving him.
Yep.
That's his whole point of this whole conversation. I'm not the problem, it's you.
If you're going to sit there and act like you don't know what I'm talking about, let's really put it all on the table. Let's really get this out here. Like, no, voice your concerns. I want to hear it from you. What's really the issue here that you're acting like you're mad? You're acting like you have an issue, like I did something to you. So I want to hear what it is that you think I did to you. Mm-hmm. And it's like, in my experience, 9 times out of 10, they don't really got nothing to say. They over there stumbling and bumbling, trying to make something up. I'm saying, when you know you're in the right, and it's like, no, what? Go ahead. No, I'm listening. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's like, go ahead, Safaree. Tell us why you mad. Like, and I bet you he ain't got nothing for you.
I wouldn't take our wedding pictures and put it in the garbage. For what? What the hell were you thinking when you did that?
The fact that, or him bringing up, we're not on the same team because you threw the wedding pictures in the garbage. Okay, well, you tweeted to the world that marrying me was the biggest mistake of your life.
So it's not real life.
Safaree, come on now. So if she tweets that she's single, is that real life? Is that real life disrespectful, or is it's just for the internet?
And then on top of that, wedding pictures, okay, they're on a freaking file somewhere. We could go print out some copies of some more wedding pictures. Like, at the end of the day, you tweeted to millions upon millions of people on the internet that's going to be saved and screenshotted and there forever that marrying me was the biggest mistake of your life. Like, literally, our kids are going to grow up and they will be able to see that you said marrying me was the biggest mistake of your life.
We're talking about, like, mass humiliation. So it's like, now my mother, sisters, cousin, all my family, all my friends heard it from your mouth that you feel like it was the biggest mistake of your life to marry me?
Listen.
How do you think that's gonna go over well? Now if we would have been having an argument and you said that, granted, it still leaves scars. Right. But we can go to therapy. We can work through this. We can figure out what the real issue is and get to the bottom of it. When you put it out into the world like that for everyone to see and hit send. It's like, how are we going to come back from this? Now you want me to swallow that pill, and if you feel like you want to work through this, now I'm supposed to be able to face my family and friends after you said something like that? Now my parents might feel a way about you because you said something like that, but it's not real life.
You asked for my hand in marriage. You asked for this family that we've created together.
She said that you asked me for this life. You asked me for this child, and he did. Yes. Back in 2017, there was this really, really funny show called Scared Famous on VH1. They only had 1 season. That's kind of where I want to say that's where they met for the first time, because they all had to live in a house together. It was them and a bunch of reality TV stars. And if you look at the way he was on her heels, he was stalking her. Like, he would not leave her alone, getting her flowers and telling her, mind you, you just met the girl. Y'all in the house together for like a week. You're telling her, I want you to have my baby. Mm-hmm. You're going to be my wife one day. You've been stalking me since 2017 trying to get me. In 2017, when you first met me, you were telling me you wanted this baby and you wanted this marriage and you wanted this life. Mm. In 2017, we're in 2021, about to be 2022. And now you're talking about, I don't know how I feel about the marriage, and babies are a lot of work. I didn't
realize having a kid was this much work, so that's why I said I don't want no more kids. It's a lot of work.
Are you serious?
Who don't know that babies are a lot of work? Who in the world does not know that babies are a lot of work?
What grown man? Safaree Samuels is 40 years old. Wow. You're 40, bruh. You are a grown man. Like, as grown can be, grown man. Yes. Talking about you didn't know kids were working, you don't have no help. You know I'm tired. Mm-hmm. You know this baby is running around crying. And I'm stressed out. And you probably see all the things I got going on, whatever businesses I have going on. Yep. And I done washed the clothes and put them in the dryer. And let's say I fell asleep. Right. and you just out here, you up all night long playing video games. It's like, dang, like they was sitting right there in the laundry bin on the couch. Like it would have been nice for you to think about me in that moment and be like, you know what, that's one less thing she has to deal with when she gets up, because I know she's tired as heck. Let me fold these clothes. Especially for somebody who stalked her for like 3-4 years trying to get her to marry him and, you know, have a baby. You said you wanted this family with her, and now it's like I can't even keep you in the house. You talking about you sleeping in the studio. Now you caught me and what, you're bored?
And that's another thing that she said, like, you just seem like you're not interested anymore. And it's like, it really is like he thought of marriage like a toy, and now he's tired of playing with the toy and he's ready for the new toy, or he's ready to play a new game. Like,
really crazy.
He really looked at it as something that was not even like a real thing.
To me, that just shows like narcissist behavior.
Oh.
Because for you to not take into account the fact that this is a real woman with real feelings, this is a real marriage, this is a real child that I'm having, and see it as like just something fun to do for the moment. And now that I'm bored, I can just go and find a new wife? Like, I don't.
Where are we going with this? What are you doing now?
Make it make sense.
I'm almost scared, like, you don't want to do life with me.
It's so traumatic.
Narcissist.
No empathy whatsoever. As if those tears are not justified. They're not validated. You've done nothing to warrant her being hurt and upset. Like, you're not even going to try and look within and see what you have done to make her feel this kind of way. Just completely dismiss everything that she's going through right now and call her dramatic. He is excusing all of his behavior. He's dismissing all of her emotions. And then he's trying to act like she's the problem as far as throwing away the wedding pictures and him needing to be in a calm space because she is disturbing his peace.
And not for nothing, this is like exhibit A of do not ignore red flags, because one, I've seen Safaree in multiple situations where he was dead wrong and he did not take any type of accountability. Like, that's
did not care.
Just his character.
Right.
And also, when you guys were engaged, Erica, he cheated, you know? So, but you still wanted to work through the marriage. Not only that, the night before the wedding, when y'all threw this big party together, if you watch the show, you know who Rich Dollars is. It's Erica's ex-boyfriend that they had a really tumultuous relationship. Safaree decided to invite him to their party. And
oh my gosh.
It was like a huge blow up. They had a huge argument. She's crying the night before her wedding. And, you know, it's like, you could have told me that you went and had a whole conversation with Rich and was like, yeah, we're about to be cool now. You don't think you should have told me that as your future wife? That you're cool with my ex and you was inviting him to the party? So it's like her party on this side, his party on this side. I get that, but it's also just the fact of the relationship that you would have him there. She could possibly see you guys in pics on Instagram, like flicking it up. And she like, when did you become cool with this guy that has disrespected me and did so many negative things to me? Like, when did that happen? You're not going to tell me?
Right.
And it's like his response to that was like, oh, she doing too much. She being mad dramatic. Like, I ain't got time for this. I'm about to party it up, live it up. Like, the night before your wedding, sis. So, you know, don't ignore red flags, people. You know, if they start acting a daggone fool, if they act a fool in a relationship, they definitely gonna act a fool in a marriage because they definitely feel like they got you. So, you know, it is what it is.
Us talking one-on-one is a waste. You need to talk to somebody and you just need to figure your out.
Kudos to you, Erica, for keeping your cool, because when somebody is gaslighting you, it is very hard to not jump out your freaking skin and, you know, want to fly over the table and Hulk slam them. So, like, you're really trying to make me think I'm crazy. Like, you didn't do all of these things that I'm talking about. So
it's so crazy to me how he starts it off with saying, you know what? You need to go see somebody. You need some professional help. You need counseling. That's what you need.
what I got out of that whole speech that little rant he just did was when he said, "I'm fine. You need to figure out what you're gonna do." He meant that.
Oh yeah.
As in, like,
oh yeah.
You don't know yet, but I'm over it. I'm over here. I got my stuff going on that you don't know about. I probably got a whole new girl going on.
Oh.
I got a whole new situation going on. I'm probably planning on moving out this apartment. You know, I'm good. That's why he said, he literally said, figure out what you need to do to make yourself happy. You're trying to figure out what's good with us. Ain't no us. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not an us. I'm fine. You figure out what you need to do, sis.
Dang.
You talk to somebody if you need to talk to somebody to help you get over this. I'm over it.
Wow. Dang.
Okay, what do I gotta do then?
Whatever you gotta do to make yourself happy.
Do?
I feel like he knows what he's doing. I feel like he wants a way out, but he doesn't want to look like the quote unquote bad guy by filing for divorce. Right. So you're going to gaslight her. You're going to aggravate her. You're going to antagonize her until she walks away. Right. That's another reason why he said, do what you got to do. What do you feel like you need to do, Erica? Do it. You're not happy? Oh, so what's the next step? He's like walking you into it. Like, right. Yeah, sis, you should probably handle that if you're not happy. Right. Because I'm handling mine. Whew. So, you know, it's a lot of people like that. It was an older guy that I'm cool with at my job, and he is 55 years old, and he said, yeah, I've never broken up with a woman. I just, you know, be annoying until they break up with me. Wow. It's a thing, people.
That's a whole thing.
People really do that. Like, they really, you know, don't want to look like the bad guy, especially since he asked for this. Not asked for this. You begged for this, Safaree. You begged for this life, and now you're like, I wasn't really trying to do no work. I just thought she was fine, and I just thought everybody would. I have on my arm, and everybody be like, "Oh, you the man." Dang, I gotta like do real everyday life with her. Whoo, I ain't know about all that. All right, what do I do? Let me just act crazy until she walk away. Damn.
I don't come out aggressive. You're aggressive, and I don't like the aggressive side of you.
With the aggressive comment, right? What you're not gonna do is cheat on me, disrespect me, gaslight me, tweet to the whole world that it was my biggest mistake to marry you. Tell me you don't want to have another baby with me, your wife, because you think I'm gonna get too fat, and then tell me I'm aggressive with my response.
I shouldn't have any reaction.
What?
I should just smile and take it?
What response is she supposed to have to that? Erica has been on Love and Hip Hop.
Listen!
When did Love and Hip Hop come on?
Forever ago. At least 10 years.
The first episode of Love and Hip Hop I ever watched, we was at your old house.
Yo.
That's how long ago it was.
Forever ago.
So Love and Hip Hop has been on for like a good 10, 11 seasons, right?
Yes.
We done seen Erica get in arguments with people.
OMG.
We done seen her go through breakups.
That vein in her forehead probably has its own fan page. Okay?
Listen.
We done seen that vein like countless times.
So we've seen how she is. You know, granted, you can't always judge people based on what you see on TV. But I'm saying as far as that element that you're talking about, she's so aggressive. Right. You knew what you were getting into.
Exactly.
Y'all were dating. So the dating is like the audition for the marriage.
That's what I'm
it's
saying.
Like it's tryouts.
Whole thing.
What are we doing here? Don't act like you're
but
surprised now.
You're like, you've changed.
He has to say that now. He feels like in his twisted way of thinking, it's his only way out is to paint this picture that you're the bad guy and you're the crazy one. That's what narcissists do when they want to leave a relationship. They gaslight you, make you think you're crazy. They even make other people. That's a narcissistic trait, to make even people around you in your circle think that, you know, oh, she's just too much and she's just too crazy and and even kind of turn people against you and make you look like a bad person. So they could, while everybody's looking at you, they could moonwalk on out the back door and make their exit. And then you see how he ends it off. See what I have to deal with? Acting crazy. After you just
slamming doors.
Bruh, you just told her, get over it. I don't care about you. I don't care.
You could do
it. And you talking about her slamming the door. Can't make this stuff up.
Can't.
Ooh, I got it.
Oh man, but thank you guys. Thank you for watching with us. Thank you for going through the motions with us when it came to this clip. Safaree and Erica, whew, this is gonna be a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that she just had another son and she has to deal with somebody who literally is so self-absorbed that they don't even have the capacity to even care.
Didn't even want the baby in the first place.
Whew. That's tough. That's real tough. I can't. But thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. When you subscribe, please hit the notification bell so that you can get notifications when we drop a new video. Also, don't forget to follow us on all of our socials at Sugar and Spice 88. And we look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Bye.
Good morning.
Good energy.
Today we gon' spread
Good energy.
Today we gon' share
Good energy.
I go to work.
Today gon' be a great day.
Good
Wake
energy.
up, thank God, drink water, meditate.
Good
First
energy.
5 minutes will dictate your whole day.
Good
All
energy.
about that positivity and raising up your frequency.
Good
If you
energy.
negative, you will get removed immediately.
Good
Say
energy.
eat clean, alkaline, nourishing.
Good
What you
energy.
put